The next thing I want to do is I want to change the color of the buildings. So I'm going to unlock that layer because we locked everything. I'm going to lock the legend back up. And select Actually, I want the legend unlocked for this part because I want the legend to update as well. So I'm going to select same fill and stroke. And I'm going to make these kind of like a light gray color. I think that's a little too close to the parking lot. I'm actually going to do them like bright white with an outline. And then to really distinguish them, I think I'm going to do a dropped shadow. So I'm going to lock that legend back up and I'm going to hit effect. Stylize, drop shadow. And that'll give me buildings that have a drop shadow. And you can change this a little bit. I like the multiply feature because then you can see things underneath. And I think I want like a 50% opacity. It's not so, but that'll help the buildings stand out a little bit. Now, the other thing that is kind of bugging me, my rail lines were not connected in some cases. So what I'm doing is I'm using the direct selection tool and I've just moved the top layer off just a little bit. And I'm going to use the pen tool. So I'm going to click P, that'll give me my pen tool. And then all I have to do is click on one end, then click on the other end, and that will give me an option to connect these. And it should pop up with a little, sometimes it doesn't work, but this will just be kind of like your good enough workaround, or I'm just letting it be a good enough workaround because it's the diagram, it doesn't need to be perfect at this level. So there we go. Now I've got rail lines, I've got the Penn Station, my buildings are kind of popped out because they've got drop shadows. I might not even need the outline to be as heavy. I'll do a lighter outline because the drop shadows are helping everything stand out a little bit better. So now I have kind of a basis for diagrams. And with that, one more thing. I think I'm going to make a clipping mask for the buildings. So all I need to do, I like to do like kind of an alternate color. I'm just going to drag a rectangle. See how the drop shadows are kind of coming off the page here and here. I don't love that, so I'm going to make this into a shape that I like. Let's see. I want it to be, let's say 14 inches by 8 3/4. And now I'm going to copy it, Control C, and I'm going to select all. I don't want the rail in there. I'm going to lock the rail. And I'm going to right click on it and hit make clipping mask. And you'll see that it just cleans it up really nice. I'm going to do that for the streets. I'm going to do it one by one. So now I've got the streets, edit, paste in place. Oops, make sure I'm on the right layer. And I can hit Control A and that'll give me all, and then right click, make clipping mask. And so I'm going to go through each of these layers and do that, and it'll give me a nice clean edge. And we'll come back and start some diagrams. So with that, I'm going to pause and finish cleaning up, and then we'll move on to the next thing.